You ever sat and thought about all the things you want to do, those dreams, those big goals you have, and you realize you haven't achieved any of them? And even worse than that, you haven't began to progress towards those goals. And you're stuck and you're wondering, why can't you even do the things you want to do? As much as a lot of creators be saying you lack discipline, you rely on motivation, I think it goes a little further than just that, right? it it's a cycle, right? And the cycle becomes like this, it begins like this. Okay, you don't do anything. That's just for visual reference. Yeah, you don't do anything. Yeah, you think about not doing anything, and then that fucks you up. So you go into state of being overwhelmed, you feel so behind. You see all these people on there doing great things and you feel so behind, so you start thinking about all the things you want to do, right? And the list keeps on increasing. You want to do this, you want to do that, it keeps adding on and on and on. And then you feel overwhelmed again because it's too much, and it is too much. You feel like there is so much that you have to do to become your best self, the self you want to be, and you become overwhelmed again. And what do? You do nothing. And the cycle keeps on repeating just like this, and it becomes a loop. Why does it become a loop? That is a much simpler explanation. It is simply the weight of you wanting to do so much and not doing anything at the same time that fucks you up and puts you in this loop. Another thing that definitely doesn't help is the fact that you seek perfection in your routine, in your consistency. If you fuck up once, you restart, you go all the way back, you think your progress is lost. Yeah? You get disappointed because you think your progress is lost. So you much rather, instead of giving at least 60, 50, even 30%, you give zero, you give none. The problem isn't consistency here. The problem is you thinking consistency has to be perfect. And this point that I'm about to come to is something that so many of you do, and it fucks you up so much. Okay, it is the reason, it could be the reason, main reason to why you're not able to progress or even proceed or move further or move on. It is because you set unrealistic expectations. You set unrealistic expectations. Unexpected, unrealistic expectations is equal to guaranteed failure. You have all these things to do, and you set such an impossible deadline that you set yourself up for failure. You will ultimately fail with the deadline you have placed because it is so unrealistic and impossible to achieve, and it will leave you disappointed for sure. You're setting yourself up for disappointment. And when you feel disappointed, what do? You feel discouraged, and you don't no one really wants to do something that doesn't make them feel good or makes them feel like shit. So you drop it entirely. Yeah. How do you fix this? How do you get out of this loop? First thing, shrink everything. Shrink your expectations, shrink your deadline, shrink whatever you think you can do. Shrink it. Set yourself proper expectations. Start small. Celebrate your small wins. And again, when I say shrink everything, I'm not saying dream small, I'm saying start small. The only way your big dreams can even come to life is by progressing through these small things. So celebrate every small win you have. Celebrate all those tiny things you do. Just keep pushing, right? You can't expect to learn a sport and be great at it within the first few days. There, you're setting yourself up. So when you start a sport, give yourself a proper deadline to be great at it. Once you learn the sport, celebrate that. Be happy about that. Once you learn a new skill in that sport, celebrate that. This should transfer to every aspect of your life to start progressing. This is genuinely the best way to progress. As much as all these as much as all these creators could say you have to be disciplined, you have to have a set routine, you have to have that, it's not going to work out. Who the hell wants to journal 2 hours a day? If you genuinely believe in your day you're going to spend 2 hours journaling, that's bullshit. Yeah. And to be fair, it's boring as shit. It's genuinely boring. These creators that say discipline is the only thing that's gonna get you this and that, it's not how it works. That's genuinely not how it works. What are you even preparing for at that point? Right? So just celebrate every small win. Enjoy what you do. Because the man who likes walking will walk the further distance than a man who doesn't. Enjoy it, keep pushing forward, celebrate every small win you get, set yourself realistic expectations, and you will see yourself just feeling a lot better. Anyway, that's all I have to say. I'll probably make a couple more videos on this because I have a lot to say on this topic. Anyway, regardless, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something, and definitely leave your thoughts in the comments. Yeah, thank you.